it was about reindeer beef, so you really eat that thing. I don't know, it always seems weird to me. Hey son, and welcome to the next video. So we are just moving on with our series of exploring Sweden, and last time we stopped at fact 40 of 101 facts about Sweden. So let's just get into it. Let's go.
Number 40. The capital of Sweden is Stockholm, a city built on 12 islands and over 50 bridges, leading it to being given the nickname the Venice of the North. To be fair, basically anywhere with enough water gets that nickname. Cue all the people from Birmingham saying, oh, we have more canals than Venice. No one cares, Birmingham, alright? Number 41. Stockholm is also home to Skansen,
Berlin
the world
is the city with the most bridges in whole Europe, or maybe in the whole world.
First open-air museum, opened all the way back in 1891. Skansen depicts examples of Swedish rural life from various time periods between the 16th century and 20th century, and attracts more than 1.3 million visitors each year. Meningen med livet. In an attempt to make obeying the speed limit fun, which is possibly the most boring string of words I could have ever uttered, Stockholm tested a speed camera lottery which automatically entered speed limit-abiding drivers into a prize pool funded by the fines paid by those caught speeding.
This is cool.
Karma's gonna get ya.
This is really cool. I don't know, this is really good, because then I reward somebody and at the same time punish the persons that are not able to follow the rules. So that's really good.
Number 43. One interesting Stockholm phenomenon is the tradition of the Flogsta Scream, in which the denizens of Flogsta, a residential area in Stockholm, stick their heads out of windows at 10 p.m. every Tuesday and scream their little Swedish lungs out for several minutes.
Why?
This is done to relieve the stress caused by university exams, although that sounds like it causes more stress than it solves. Number 44. Stockholm is renowned for its colourful art-covered metro stations. More than 90 of the 100 stations have been covered in mosaics, paintings,
really
sculptures
cool.
and carvings, meaning it's been dubbed the world's longest art gallery.
Ooh.
Number 45. Greta Garbo, you know.
I mean, most metro stations, we have to admit, right, are just not something you feel very comfortable in. But this one, I would maybe wait to the next train to spend more time into this well-painted cave.
World's longest art gallery. Number 45. Greta Garbo, you know, the legendary Hollywood actress and Swede, which is why we mention her, had her first job as a sales assistant in the hat section of the pub department store at the Hotoket City Square in Stockholm. She later starred in over 30 films and spent most of her life in the US before dying in New York City in 1990, like one classy bee. I hope I die in NYC. Or Norwich, whichever's easiest. Number 46. Stockholm also boasts the largest hemispherical building in the world. Known as the Ericsson Globe, which we mentioned earlier, the building stands proudly at 85 metres high with a diameter of 110 metres. Number 47. Stockholm also has an entire museum dedicated to ABBA, which I've been to actually, which allows visitors to gaze upon all
You really love ABBA, right?
manner of ABBA memorabilia, such as the band's numerous gold records and aforementioned wacky wardrobe pieces. The stated goal of the museum is to let the patrons experience the feeling of being the fifth member of ABBA, which it facilitates by allowing you to get on stage with sophisticated holograms of the band. I nearly did that as well, but my girlfriend told me not to. Number 48. Northern Sweden is home to the indigenous Sami people, whose ancestral homeland, Sapmi, known in English as Lapland, stretches over the top of the Scandinavian peninsula, across Norway, Sweden, Finland and even Russia.
One quick thing, please hit a like and subscribe, it helps this channel so much to grow. Thank you. Is this not where Nils Holgersson with the gooses wants to fly? Is this not Lapland?
Sweden specifically has around 20,000 Sami people, who even have had their own parliament. Number 49. Famous people with Sami ancestry include actress Renee Zellweger and singer Joni Mitchell. They're a talented bunch, apparently. Number 50. The Sami people are also known for their joiks. No, I didn't just slip on something when I said that last word. Joiks are a form of traditional Sami song that are meant to evoke the essence of something, such as a person, a place, or event. Though the tradition has existed for a very long time, nowadays joiks have been brought to the mainstream, with them even being performed on Sweden's Got Talent. Number 51. Contrary to our puny 4 seasons, the Sami year traditionally has a total of 8, each connected to the annual cycle involving the process of reindeer herding. Number 52. The majestic mood.
The Samis are probably very in touch with nature, at least how it feels, that they have seasons based on the rhythm of reindeers and stuff like this.
This is widely considered to be the most dangerous animal in Sweden, likely because they cause approximately 6,000 road accidents in Sweden every single year. Number 53. Between 30,000 and 400,000 moose roam the Swedish countryside during the annual hunt, in which
I don't know why, but something at this animal, moose, I think it was, right, is missing. I don't know, there's something missing. There's no, I don't know what this is. There's no sharp things out of their head. Horn, as we call it, or Geweih, as we call it in German. There's something missing. It's naked somehow, right?
around 250,000 people participate and is said to have almost religious status in Sweden. As many as 100,000 moose are shot every year. God, no wonder they cause car accidents. I'd be angry if I was them as well. Number 54. The danger of moose-related car crashes is so severe that
there's something missing. They are so blank at the head.
Sweden even requires cars to pass a moose test. Cars must be able to swerve very quickly around a hypothetical moose without flipping over, in the apparently very likely event that a moose should appear suddenly in the middle of the road.
Hey, Number 50. Finally there's a moose with a thing.
5. In reality, however, moose are far from being the deadliest animal in Sweden. That honour goes to the evil little literal pricks known as wasps. Wasps kill more people directly, rather than causing car accidents, than any other animal in Sweden, slaughtering roughly one highly allergic person a year. Number 56.
Wait, that means that nobody dies in an accident with a moose, because that must be lower than 1.
There are also roughly 250 wolves roaming around in rural Sweden. Swedish wolves mainly chow down on moose, and one family of Swedish wolves can kill as many as 120 moose per year. They're a protected species though, and it's against the law to kill them unless they repeatedly attack humans or property. So just be cool, wolves. Just be cool and no one has to get hurt. No one has to go Liam Neeson on the grey to ya. Number 57. There are approximately 260,000 reindeer in Sweden, and are a traditional source of meat for many communities, especially...
Are they always that white? I always think about reindeers, like with Santa Claus and stuff like this, as brown animals.
in the very north of the country. Reindeer milk apparently tastes sweet, and is said to look like melted ice cream. I'll be the...
Wait, in the last video, something was about... Or not the last, I think Geography Now it was. It was about reindeer beef, so you really eat that thing. I don't know, it always seems weird to me. I don't know, does it taste good?
Judge of that, perhaps, one day when I visit again this year. Number 58. Swedish is the official language of Sweden, but the country officially protects 5 other minority languages. Finnish, spoken by the Finnish minority of Sweden. Meänkieli, a separate dialect of Finnish spoken mostly in Sweden. Sami, the language of the Sami people. Romani, the language of the Romani people. And Yiddish, a Jewish language originating in Germany. Number 59. The Swedish language is known for its notable similarity to Norwegian and Danish. Owing to their common history, many people consider the 3 languages to be more of a language spectrum, as each one is at least somewhat mutually intelligible with the others. As such, it's often said by learning either Swedish, Norwegian or Danish, one is actually learning all 3. Number 60. In many ways, the Swedish tongue is the Zooey Deschanel of languages, in that it's adorably yet irritatingly quirky. One Swedish word that is spelled the same as the English is gift, but is pronounced gift and has 2 separate meanings, the first of which means married. Ah. The second definition is poison. Oh. Not only that, the
As well in German, gift means poison.
Swedish word for good is bra, the word kiss means urine, and their word for end is slut, creating an...
How could be kiss urine? I mean, in German it's Urin, and kiss is Kuss. There's no similarity.
Fortunate situation in which the Swedish term for the final stop of a bus or train route is a slut station. I think I've been on that website before, actually. Number 61. The Swedish term lagom doesn't have a direct equivalent in English. The word refers to things that are just right, like Goldilocks. As in, Goldilocks said just right, Goldilocks wasn't just right, oh god. The term can be used for just about anything, and has even captured the imagination of outsiders with the same tedious inevitability that brought the Danish notion of hygge, 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 hitchi to our shores. Number 62. A number of Swedish words have made it to the English language. Possibly the most well-known is moped, a portmanteau of motor and pedal. Other examples include
moped,
ombudsman, orienteering, and tungsten, which literally means heavy stone. Number 63. According to the Swedish Academy, the longest word in the Swedish language is, oh god, here we go, Realisehundsvindsbaskattning, which translates...
That's way too short. Sweet, you can do better. That's way too short. I will show you the longest word in the German language. And voila, this is the longest German word. Rinderkennzeichnungs-, Fleischetikettierungs-, Überwachungsaufgaben-, Übertragungsgesetz. Like beef labeling, law for beef labeling control stuff. Something like that.
To capital gains tax. Oh, Sweden. You've got nothing on Germany, my friends. Nintendo 64. There is a remote valley in Sweden where people still speak an ancient dialect of Old Norse called Elfdalian. It's considered by many to be the closest language to that spoken hundreds of years ago by the Vikings, and up until the 1900s, it was still written using runes. Number 65. Almost 90% of people in Sweden speak English, which is good for us British Philistines abroad.
Yeah, I
British
see this
people,
perfectly in my comments, because always I have to put Polish subtitles in my Polish videos, but I never have to in my English. All of my videos are in English. No, in my Swedish videos. So that's very perfect. It's like 4 or 5, maybe 10 minutes less work for me.
by and large, do not speak Swedish. But guess what, Sweden? We don't have to. Although I am trying to learn, because I do have relatives over there and I want to speak to them. Number 66. One of the most internationally renowned Swedish dishes consists of Swedish meatballs served with mashed potato, gravy, and lingonberry jam. You can get it at every IKEA restaurant, and frankly,
This is also a very typical German dish, but our meatballs are much bigger. And I think also our potato puree is much clumpier. So yeah, but it's also very German.
it's the main reason I go to IKEA. Number 67. An interesting aspect of Swedish culture is that of fika. Fika essentially refers to taking a coffee break, and is usually accompanied with pastries and light conversation. It's such an important part of Swedish life that many companies give employees 2 daily fika breaks a day. That's what daily means, I don't know why I said that twice. Number 68. Absolute Vodka, currently owned by Pernod Ricard, used to belong to the Swedish government. It was sold to the French company in 2000.
I thought you would be so hard on liquor and stuff, and now the government owns a vodka brand.
2008 for $8.3 billion. Number 69. Good decision. When the Yuletide season swings around in Sweden, Coca-Cola sales can drop sometimes more than 50% due to the tradition of drinking Julmust, a Swedish Christmas soft drink created as an alternative for beer. Number 70. Another traditional Swedish Christmas drink is Glögg, which is 100% the most unappetizing name for a beverage ever conceived. Glögg is mulled wine poured over aquavit, a clear caraway-flavoured liquor, and then set on fire, because why not? It's traditional, by the way, to make sure the flame is out before drinking it, before you go singeing your eyebrows or burning your face off. Number 71. If you were wondering, what the Swedish hell is aquavit? You're in luck, because I'm about to tell you. Aquavit is a strong Scandinavian liquor of about 40% alcohol. Its name is derived from the Latin aqua vitae, which means water of life, which shows how troubling the alcoholism epidemic really is.
Well, this was it for today. I always like if my videos are not too long, but maybe 10 to 15 minutes. So then that you don't have to take a big break or stuff like this, but can watch it very easily. Tell me in the comments what you think, maybe some random facts, and yeah, go on with your day. So yeah, I hope I see you in the next part. And until then, keep liking and subscribing. It really helps me a lot. Let's hit the 500 subscribers together. And we see each other in the next video. Bye.